Pitfall goes way back to the Atari 2600, where you play as Pitfall Harry, where you must run, jump, swim and swing your way through the jungle, collecting all treasures and avoiding many jungle inhabitants. 12 years later, a new game comes to the home console, and I'll be looking at the Mega Drive version. Thanks to TJ for the request. It's been a while, but let's see if this one is any good. You now play as Harry Jr., Pitfall Harry's son. Harry's father has been taken by the spirit warrior Zakalua. Harry Jr. takes to the jungles of Central America to rescue him. You'll start off deep in the jungle, where you'll encounter many different enemies here, from snakes, monkeys and other jungle creatures. Your health is represented by a crocodile behind Harry. Every time you get hit, the crocodile moves closer towards Harry. Next to that are the lives Harry has remaining. In the top left is your high score, and in the lower right is the amount of treasures you have found. 50 of these will award you an extra continue. And in the lower left is the current weapon in use and how many available uses it has. You can carry different weapons to attack with. You can swap these by pressing the start button. There are stones that you can throw, a boomerang and exploding stones. And you also have a whip, which is sometimes effective depending on the enemy. Enemies can be tough to hit, especially when they are low to the ground. There are items you can collect along the way. There's a timekeeper's egg timer that freezes time, which stops enemies in the tracks for a short period of time. A chili pepper to give the power of running faster and jumping higher. A severed heart, which will restore health. A location idol, which can point you in the right direction and enable the player to continue from that point should they lose a life. A golden idol, which will award you an extra life. And various treasure pieces, which can be found through each level. Harry can use his surroundings to get to higher platforms, such as vines, spiders' webs, and some kind of strange goo to catapult him to higher ground. Time it right to let go, and you'll get some great height. First impressions of this game are great. The animations are very nice and almost seems like a Disney game. There's plenty of detail in each stage, but all that comes at a cost. The controls just don't seem to respond all that well. Almost like there's a delay which can cost you health when you're attacking an enemy. Missing platforms or ropes can land you in the path of a snake or in the line of fire from a monkey. Even jumping across from one platform to another can leave you open to attack from flying enemies. All this adds up to a huge amount of health loss, and trying to find a heart isn't that easy. And when it comes to taking out the level boss, the bad controls become apparent. With all the animation in Harry's movements, you can struggle to get in the right position to attack. When you do, it's normally too late. However, I can see this being fine once you've got used to the controls and Harry's movements. The graphics look stunning and are just as good as a Disney game. There's some nice parallax scrolling to be seen, and the detail and attention to the sprites and even frame animation are spot on. And even down to the enemies being killed, there's a small animation of a skull appearing in the cloud of dust it leaves behind. And there's even a Pitfall Harry stage that can be found. This game gives you a good challenge all the way through. Too much of a challenge for me though. It's a long game, so if you want a big Mayan challenge, then this may be the game for you.